What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of ThirdEyeCyphs. I'm your host, Natalia, and today is a very interesting episode, and the main reason for that is because I woke up covered in hives for the first time in my life. And it makes it an interesting episode because so right now it is 6:21 in the morning. I woke up, I had my alarm for 5:45. I think I woke up an hour ago at like 5:20 because I just couldn't take it anymore. Like literally, I was just like, I don't know, I went to sleep, I was fine. Like, okay, so I recently just moved into this new room. Well, so my old roommate moved out, so I switched like rooms, so I moved into her old room. So I was like moving stuff yesterday, and like I was getting bit by mosquitoes. I guess because the window was open and like mosquitoes got in. So I was getting bit, but it wasn't a lot. Like I just had a few bites on my legs from moving, and then by the time I like settled in and I'm laying down, like I wasn't getting bit anymore, and there weren't any mosquitoes because I saw one, and then I got rid of it, and then yeah, so I was like, I don't think there's any mosquitoes. And I thought I was just getting bit. And then in the middle of the night, I'm like itching all night. Okay, like it's waking me up in the middle of the night. And I'm noticing because like, okay, I wake up in the middle of the night. It's not like a full-blown wake up. It's just like I'm still kind of sleeping, but I'm awake, scratching, but I know that I'm sleeping. And so like I kept waking up all night, just scratching. And I'm like, why am I scratching so much? And I knew it wasn't just bites because I was scratching all over. I was thinking in my head, I was like, well, I was like, maybe I'm just itchy everywhere because like I feel, the bites. So I'm like, sorry, I heard a noise, I got scared. So I'm like feeling the bites. So like, it's kind of like, it feels like it's everywhere. So I was just scratching everywhere in my sleep. But then like, it got to the point where I was like intensely scratching everywhere. Like, my head, like where my hair is, and like I was just like, what is happening? I have to wake up because it was like burning, itching. Like I had to like scratch it like a lot. So then I was like, what the heck? So I just like sit up and I turn on the flashlight on my phone. This is like literally in the middle of my sleep, and this was like again at 5:20. I turn on the flashlight on my phone and I look at my legs. So that's where it was mostly itchy. I was scratching all over my legs and like my hips, and then like my arms and my hands too. My hands, I remember they're not as itchy right now, now that I'm looking at them, because I just remembered right now, but I was scratching my hands intensely, my palms too, I remember. What the heck, Haku? Oh my gosh. But my palms aren't itchy anymore. There's a few bumps on my hands, but I turn on the flashlight and I look at my legs and they're covered in like red bumps, like patches and patches of red bumps all over. And I was like, what the heck? It looked like I had poison ivy. Okay, like I've never had poison ivy before, and I mean, I don't really know. I don't think it looks like poison ivy because I'm pretty sure poison ivy looks different, but like that's what I thought when I first woke up. I was like, what the hell? Like it's literally, it looks like I either have like chicken pox or like poison ivy or like something like that. And then I like, they were red bumps. So the first thing I thought was, what the hell? Like there's a bunch of bugs on the bed because they look like bites everywhere. But then like there's areas that doesn't look like bites because it's just patches like of risen, like swollen skin. And I thought maybe that was just from scratching. But then there's like individual, what the heck is Haku doing? Oh my god. I'm sorry. I just moved into this room and I don't know what she's doing. She's like excited that we're in a new room and she just wants to cause trouble. So yeah, I was like, what the heck? And then like I got up because then I saw it all over my legs, and then I started looking at my arms. I'm like scratching right now talking about this, but I have like hydrocortisone with me. But I'm like running out, which is pretty bad. I hope it goes away like by later today. My arms are covered in it. My ears were really itchy. So then I just got up and I was like, what the hell? And I turned on the light and I look in the mirror and I'm just like looking at all my skin. My skin is covered in freaking red, like bumps and patches, and I'm extremely itchy and my skin is burning from itching so much. And I was like, what the heck? And then I wrote to Justin. I told him, I was like, I don't know what's happening. And then I sent him a bunch of pictures, and then my alarm went off and I was like, what the hell? That's what the time was. Like, well, okay, I realized it was like 5 something. I was like, I might as well just freaking get up. Like, I can't sleep at all because I keep scratching. Like, I don't want to keep scratching in my sleep. And it's probably something on my bed too. That's what I thought, because my roommate's boyfriend installed like a AC into my window, which is above my bed, and then I had a plant there, and he knocked over the plant, and all the soil went on the bed. So then I thought maybe, well, like, it's the soil on the bed, because like, okay, I wiped the soil off, but then like there's like still like little pieces there, I guess. I don't know. I thought maybe it was the soil bed. So I have to wash my sheets. I was like, I'm not laying back on this bed. Like, I might as well just stay up now. And then I looked it up and I found out it was Hives. I guess it's Hives. So I just looked up like itchy. I said itching in the middle of the night, woke up with red bumps everywhere or something. And then it said like allergic reaction, and then I thought that too was like, it looked like an allergic reaction. That's what hives are. If you have like an allergic reaction to like a food or medicine or something, this just said like something else. But I can't think of anything that I haven't, like, that I ate yesterday that I haven't ate before. And I don't know, I was thinking maybe it was my water. But then, like, I've been drinking the water. Like, I don't know. But I'm sorry. I'm just, like, talking about this because this is the first time it's ever happened. I look crazy. I look like I have, like, poison. Well, I don't know what it looks like if you have poison ivy, but I feel like I have freaking poison ivy. Oh, my God. There's a bug on the wall, and I'm hoping that's not a bug that freaking bit me all over. I don't know what that is. Hold on. It's like a little beetle thing. And then I thought, like, well, maybe my roommate had like flea, like, okay, so that's what I'm seeing, all these little bugs everywhere. Oh my God. But like different kinds of little bugs. They're just coming from outside, but I don't think that's why. So I thought, like, maybe she had fleas or maybe she had bed bugs. So then, like, as soon as I woke up and I saw all of that on my legs, I immediately started looking on the bed because, like, I've had fleas before, and not me personally, but Haku had fleas, and then it got everywhere. So, like, I could see the fleas in the bed, but I didn't see anything. And, like, all I saw was, like, little pieces of the leftover soil. So then I thought maybe that was it. And then I was like, oh, well, maybe it's, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. And it's not bed bugs, because I know what bed bug bites look like. And they didn't look like, okay, I thought they were bites at first, but then I was like, I don't think they're bites. I think they're just, like, risen swollenness. I don't freaking know, guys. But that's what makes this episode interesting, because I'm in intense itching pain. I'm at my desk in my room. I was gonna oh my God, Haku's like, what are you doing? I was gonna bring, because my altar is still in my old room, because I wanna film today. And oh my gosh, she's gonna annoy me with that. Hold on. Okay. Anyways, besides that, I'm trying to ignore it so I can carry on with this episode. I was gonna do I was planning, I already mentioned in the last episode that I was gonna finish up on my chakra episode, or just kind of mention one more thing about chakras, and I guess we'll just go from there. I did pull a card, surprisingly. I was, like, setting up, and then I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything. I'm probably just gonna record for a half hour, because, like, I'm just, like, itchy, and, like, I feel so uncomfortable, and I just can't. And Haku's acting crazy right now, and I can't, guys. So, I'm gonna try to, like, cut it short, just because I can't, and I really want to, but I just can't. Okay. Anyways, jumping into it. Hold on, let me just put some hydrocortisone on my skin because it is burning. I'm gonna run out of that. It's like a tiny tube. I wasn't expecting to freaking. I actually don't even know where I got this. I think Justin may have gotten it. Okay. So, anyways, how are you doing? Let's get into this freaking episode. How are you? How are you? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you watching what you're eating and not bringing out in hives? Because I'm not. I don't think it had to do with food, but I don't know, maybe. Are you putting your intentions out there? Are you setting your intentions for the new month? It is a new month. It is the 2nd of October today. Are you drinking water, guys? Water's so good. I've been drinking a lot of water. That's why I thought maybe the water did this to me. I don't freaking know. Are you eating healthy? Are you drinking a lot of water? Are you getting sunlight? Are you going outside and getting some air, not staying inside all the time? Are you being creative? Are you being helpful? Are you helping people? Are you expressing yourself to your fullest capacity? Are you allowing others in your environment to share themselves to their fullest capacity? Are you accomplishing your dreams? Yeah, are you doing all that stuff, guys? Are you doing that? Are you doing what you want to do? You should make a list. I've mentioned this before. You should make your own personal list. Everything that you feel like you can do, like easy stuff, not like I can build a plane or like something crazy. Well, I mean, like, I'm sure you can, but like, you know, like small stuff, like drink water, you know, eat healthy, go out for a walk every day, like just small things. And if you make a list of that, you know, you don't have to do it every day, but even having that reminder helps you do it more often than you would if maybe you didn't have that reminder. So that can be a great tool. I hope you guys are happy and healthy and safe. I am itchy though. So yeah, oh my god. Haku is being freaking crazy. She probably has, man, I'm surprised. Okay, if she doesn't have these hives too, because she was sleeping right next to me. Well, I mean, our skin is there. Okay, our skin is different. I can't even say if she doesn't have it too. Because I was like, damn, imagine she had it too. That'd be even worse. Because that's like both of us just itching. So, without further ado, let's get right into our card reading. So, the card that I have pulled for this week is Spirit of the Earth. Now, if you guys didn't see my monthly card reading, I did a month card reading on my Instagram yesterday. If you want to check that out, my Instagram is Natalia of Earth, Natalia of Earth. And yeah, so I did a card reading for this month. It was also a full moon last night. And yeah, so this is very much a time of closing cycles and moving on into a new phase. So right now it's kind of just ending stuff because we're in the full moon going into the new moon, and then the new moon is kind of like, you know, the renewing of stuff. So right now we're ending things, we're letting go of things. That was the main card for the month, was letting go. So we're letting go of things, we're ending things, closing cycles, finishing up projects if possible, if not, starting new ones. And yeah, so that was the card for yesterday, or for the month. And so this today, oh my gosh, and the card for this week is Spirit of the Earth. Now, what this card means is prosperity is blooming in all areas of your life. You're strong and grounded. spirit of earth, the earth element. Who you are is enough, just as you are. It's a reminder to connect more fully with nature. The spirit of earth asks that you tend to your health, detoxify your body, understand how to use your body's physiology. Pay attention to how your body feels and respond accordingly. Create a home for your soul. Have objects in your home that feel good to you every time you see them. Be present. Cherish the here and now. It's so funny because when I saw that it said, ask you to tend to your health, detoxify your body, I immediately thought about these freaking hives. So I was like, is this my body detoxing? And it's so funny because like, I was talking to my roommate about how I used to look up like the metaphysical reason for like sickness symptoms all the time. So like if I had a sore throat, if I had a headache, I would always look up on Google like metaphysical reason for a headache or a metaphysical reason for a sore throat. And it's like kind of like spiritual answers like, oh, if you're, you know, you have a sore throat, you're not speaking your truth enough, or like if you have a headache, then I don't really remember different stuff, but I know about that sore throat thing. And it's just like it can go for like everything. So I looked up since I was talking to her about that recently, it reminded me of that. So I looked up metaphysical reason for hives, and I really couldn't find anything except this article, or like, I don't know what the heck it was. But this girl, like, so the title of it was a breakout in hives can mean a healthy emotional life coming towards you or something. I was like, what? And then it was like, I don't know, I couldn't even finish reading it. It was weird, but it was like some story about how she like broke into hives and like how she didn't feel like she could go outside and she was so ashamed, and this lasted for like a week or something. Man, and I read that, I was like, I hope this really doesn't last a week. But then things in her life started to change. I don't know, something crazy like that, and I couldn't read it anymore. Like I would, but it was like, it sounded like somebody was writing a book. Like I felt like I was reading a book. I was like reading somebody's life story. It wasn't interesting enough for me to keep reading. So I was like, anyways, this is my body detoxifying, and I've been feeling like I've been detoxifying kind of lately. So I was wondering, maybe this is it, or I thought maybe like my roommate's room was cursed, and like, I don't know. So pay attention how your body feels and respond accordingly. Create a home for your soul. Have objects in your home that feel good to you every time you see them. Be present. Cherish the here and now. So spirit of the earth, the earth element has a lot to do with the physical reality, grounding, right? So this has a lot to do with connecting with nature and connecting with your physical self. And that's why it says be present, be in the here and now. Your native spirit wants you to know the spirit of earth represents your physical self and your physical surroundings. See? It's okay to make plans for the future, but make sure you also embrace and appreciate the present. You're deeply and profoundly loved and supported at all times, no matter what's occurring in your life. Trust that all your needs are being met. Take time to create spaces in your home where you feel absolutely at peace. And in doing so, you create a template for peace in all areas of your life. Feel the solidity. The solidity? Solidity? What the heck? Solidity? The solidity. I don't think that's it. Solidity. Okay, that has to be it. Feel the solidity. Solidity? What the heck? Why did I have a problem saying that before? Feel the solidity and power of the earth beneath you. This is in your core. Just as grass pushes up out of moist ground. Sorry, that solidity stuff threw me off. Oh my gosh, why am I scratching that? Oh, sorry, I just got a new tattoo and I don't want to scratch it, but it's scratching everywhere, so I'm scratching that. Okay. Feel the solidity of power of the earth beneath you. This is in your core. Just as grass pushes up out of the moist ground, know that fresh new shoots of growth are similarly taking place within you right now. You are grounded, prosperous, and strong. So what I get from this is changes are happening. And this is what I said this yesterday. I feel like I always say this, but changes are happening, but you are grounded. Stay rooted in the present. Stay rooted in, taking care of yourself, your physical self. Ground yourself, because stuff is happening. And in order to create that sense of peace for yourself through this, and to feel at home and calm all the time, to create this space for yourself and take care of yourself. So the journey is all the solid forms around you, including your body, are a part of the physical realm. Notice how you relate to and identify with the physical universe around you. By doing this, you are activating the spirit of Earth within you. Let the reality of your relationship with the earth fill your consciousness. Feel it in every pore of your being. Let yourself merge with its energy. Imagine how it would feel to be a rolling hill, a giant mountain, or a deep canyon. Imagine yourself lying in a meadow of wild flowers high in the mountains. Visualize the roots of the trees extending deep into the soil, reaching down toward the center of the earth. So I thought the ending was really beautiful, especially it says ground yourself in this physical universe. Notice everything that's around you and what makes you part of this physical universe. What is the relationship between you and everything else around you? And then once you merge with that, you realize you are everything. You are this physical dimension. You are part of everything. So imagining yourself as a rolling hill, as a great mountain. You are the mountains. You are the hills. You are the canyons. And coming into alignment with that and feeling that in your soul is extremely beautiful and powerful, because you are realizing that you are one with everything and you are everything. So I thought that was freaking great. That is the card for the week. So create space for yourself, basically. Become more aware of the present moment. And do this by grounding yourself, and becoming more aware of your physical environment, your relationship to your physical environment, and how you are one with it. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm just like, I can't, like, okay, a lot of the bumps, okay, well, they went down. They didn't really go down, but it feels like they're going down. My skin is so hot. I'm trying not to scratch. I'm mostly in pain right now. And okay, yeah, so let's talk about this chakra thing. So what I didn't mention in the chakra episode, if you guys have not heard it yet, I would say listen to that first. Or you could just listen to this, because I'm just going to kind of mention this, and then you can listen to the rest of the episode. The chakra episode. I think it's just called Chakras. Are they real or fake? But, okay, so I can't really remember what I said in that episode, but I don't know. I'm still kind of confused. I'm not one to jump into conclusions about chakras. But okay, so I'm sure they exist, but in the way that they are represented and advertised, I don't think that's the way it is or the way it should be. Okay, so for further explanation, chakras. Okay, so chakras are main energy center points in your body, supposedly. There's 7 main ones. And if you want more information on that, just listen to the chakra episode first. So, when you look at the way chakras are supposed to work, right? So, they're supposed to be these spinning, like rotating wheels or like spinning things of energy in your body. And that's kind of how it activates if you spin it. And wait, hold on. Justin is now seeing all of my bumps and he's responding. So I need to address this immediately. So anyways, so they're rotating wheels of energy, supposedly, or like these kind of rotating vortexes. But okay, so if you think about it like this, and I heard this from Ryan Cropper. I put his video in the I think that it was no, it wasn't the Chakra episode. I put one of his videos in the Hybrid Children episode. I put his a link to the video I was referring to in the description of the podcast episode. But anyways, I learned this from a YouTuber I watch currently and used to watch like a lot years ago. His name's Ryan Cropper. And he first brought this chakra idea. I think I talked about this in the Chakra episode. To my mind with one of these videos, this chakra video thing he released. This was back in 2016, and so this is basically what it says, right? So when you think about this, when you're spinning water in like a bowl, say you're just like spinning a spoon around a bowl with the water, right? And you're spinning really fast and the water's just kind of like spinning in one direction, right? What does it eventually start to do, right? It starts to create kind of like a whirlpool, right? Like kind of like a hole in the middle, like a vortex, like a little tornado, because it's spinning. So this is kind of what happens when you're spinning energy, or how you would imagine it would happen when you're spinning energy. So you're spinning this energy and it's creating this hole in these energy points. It's creating these holes in your energy. So you have these like 7 chakras, right? And you're doing a chakra meditation, and you're like, okay, so you imagine the chakra and then you're imagining this energy. So you're creating this thought form, and you're bunching all this energy because you're focusing on it, right? So if you're imagining all this energy building in a certain part of your body, energy is going to build in that certain part of your body, because you are creating it. So it's going to be like, you're gonna be like, oh, I feel it, like all this, and like I could feel it spinning and all that, but you're absolutely creating that. So when you do that and you start to build that energy, and then you start to spin it, it starts creating like, it starts creating that energy vortex whole thing, and then like it just throws your entire energy off. So what he did was, so like he heard about chakras, and he wasn't really sure about them. So he went into the astral plane, because he's like an astral projector and you can freaking astral project on a whim or something like that. And, or not on a whim, but like at the snap of his fingers, you just astral project. And I think he said he didn't see these chakras. If people said they could see them in the astral realm, like how come he's been astral projecting for years, how come he's never seen these chakras? And again, I mentioned before, you're gonna see the chakras in the astral realm, because the astral realm, like, so if you create these thought forms in you, right, the astral realm is the realm of thought forms. So you're gonna see them there, because since you made it into a thought form, you're gonna see that thought form in the astral realm. So he said he's never seen these chakras. And then, so what he did was he did a chakra meditation, and he tried to instill kind of like the main, like, you know, chakra. He did the whole, like, you know, seeing the color and then spinning the energy. And he is very aware of the energy in his body, how to move the energy in his body, how to control it, how to use it. And I am in the process of that. I am also very aware I'm pretty sure he's way more aware of the energy in his body, but I am also really aware of the way energy flows in my body. So I can tell if there's an energy blockage in my body, or I can tell if like the energy in my body is running weird. Like I'm just like kind of aware of that, and I could feel it, especially like when I, scrub my aura, or like when I cleanse my aura. I could definitely feel my I could feel my aura and the energy field around me. Kind of like if it's a physical thing. So if you brush your hand over like me, I can like, oh my gosh, my alarm, another alarm. And I can feel it. I mean, like, okay, a lot of people say like, oh, okay, yeah, I can feel a presence too, but that's what that is, right? So, so he already knows how the energy runs in his body, right? So he did this chakra meditation. He put these chakras in his body, and then he spun it. And once he spun it, it threw off the energy of his body. He started feeling really weird. He started feeling really sick. He started getting like all of these like weird emotions. Like he got extremely depressed. And he wasn't depressed for years. Like hadn't been depressed for years. He started getting all these thoughts, like weird thoughts, like just a whole bunch of like random stuff. And he thought it was like really weird, and he can feel the energy leakage. So right now, this is in 2016. At this moment, 2020, like he can feel where there's holes in his energy field and where energy is leaking out of. Now we have all of these guys. If we don't build our aura strength, and we don't work through our traumas, and we don't do a lot of energy work on ourselves specifically, then we absolutely have these leaks. I have these leaks. I felt one of these leaks when I had that experience I mentioned last week, that I had the week before that. I was feeling an energy leakage. So I completely understand. And so he was feeling that, and he was feeling that the energy, like he was just feeling holes in his energy when he put those in, and he started feeling really weird, and he had to kind of like, I don't know how he got them out. He just kind of like, I don't know how he got them out. But watch that episode. I will try to find it and put it in the description. If it's not in the description, I can't find it. I think it's called something like, the real chakras, or chakras, chakras and how to remove them. I think that's what it was. It was like chakras and how to remove them. So what I was thinking, I'm going to call this the chakra scam, is because if this is true, because he did this in 2016, and after 2016, he did other chakra videos that I haven't seen. So I have to watch more on that. More updates that I get, I will let you know. But, okay, so, like, anyways, if that's true, then, man, where was I going with that? Okay, so if that's true, then chakras are advertised, right? And they tell you like, oh, you gotta spin this energy, blah, blah, blah. It's advertised because I told you, I'm not a fan of mainstream stuff, and I was always skeptical of chakras just because they're so mainstream. Like, why would like everybody know about this, right? Even people who don't even know about like spirituality or anything like that, like they know about these chakras. So I was skeptical of it. And then when I heard this about the holes and what it's doing for your energy, and it's putting you in a certain, so what he was saying was keeping him at a certain mind state. And what he was doing was, it was making him feel like everyone else, like more human. Like his energy, his vibration decreased a lot, where he wasn't more in tune with source or with spirit, and he was more grounded to this physical dimension and had more, human kind of like root chakra kind of thoughts, right? So it's funny I say root chakra kind of thoughts. So now what I'm thinking, the conspiracy theorist that I am, is that it's a mainstream thing in order for us to create these energy leaks and energy holes in our body so that we can stay grounded to this physical dimension and not ascend any higher or raise our vibration any higher. So I thought that was a very interesting perspective. And this is something that I came up with, especially after hearing him say how he felt. He felt more human. He felt like he thought like everybody else. And I thought, well, maybe that's why, maybe that's why it's mainstream. Maybe they're trying to keep us in this certain kind of 3D mindset, duality, kind of like depressed, low energy, like energy leakages, so they can leech off of our energy. And I absolutely thought like maybe that's why. But I'm gonna watch more videos on it. I'll keep you guys updated, but that's kind of what I wanted to let you guys know about that. And also, I think that was it for the chakras. Yeah, I think that was it. So just keep that in mind. And then I just okay, so after I was going to talk about that, then I was just kind of going to either end this because I'm very itchy, or I was going to keep going with random stuff. A main problem that I've been having lately is I have such great ideas for this podcast, right? So I'll think of it randomly. I have to talk about this in the podcast, or I have to do an episode on this. But then I don't write it down, and it just builds up in my head, and then I just always forget it. But they're not even full episode ideas. It's not I have to do a whole episode on this. I have to mention this in the episode because I want to tell you guys. But then I just forget. So I need to start writing them down more. But anyways, it's a new moon, guys. Not a new moon. It's a full moon. I think it's probably over. It was last night. But I think we should be, aligning our chakras. No, imagine starting off fresh, letting go of old stuff, starting off fresh, taking care of our bodies, our energy bodies specifically. So to get rid of these chakras, right? I think so. What you're gonna have to do is, he talks about in that episode too, and I think it's just become more aware of the way energy flows in your body. So what he did was when he looked up energy systems of the body, of Eastern religion, or just world religion or spirituality or whatever. And the closest he could find to what he feels in his body and to what he sees in the astral realm is the Chinese perspective, the acupuncture kind of guide with the meridians and the nadis, and it's very similar. And I can feel that because I can feel that energy runs up and down the body, and this would be where Kundalini energy rises. Now, Kundalini energy, okay, I can say that's a thing. I felt it maybe on a handful of times. In meditations, I had a really crazy meditation experience. That's in the How to Meditate episode that I mentioned. I think also in the Chakra episode I mentioned it. And I felt it when I had that crazy experience recently. I felt it in breath work. I felt it in a Kundalini yoga class that I actually took recently. There's certain poses and certain kind of what is it called? Certain nidras that you do that are supposed to awaken the Kundalini energy, and I definitely felt it while I was doing all this stuff in the yoga class. But yeah, so I don't really know about these chakras, guys. Again, I'm gonna keep learning about it and keep informing you. If you guys know anything or hear anything about stuff that I'm saying about this, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to have a discussion about this. I'm honestly very curious. other than that, yeah, so again, I'm kind of just jumping back and forth. So I did a vision board video. I'm trying to edit it right now. I'm having so much trouble with these stupid editing programs. But I did a vision board for the month. I suggest you guys do too, just to kind of put your intentions out there. And did you guys see that thing on my story about the red oxide and Nibiru coming? And like the second sun. Did I mention this last week? I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but it seems very interesting. I'm kind of curious. And I felt like the world was ending already. Like, especially with coronavirus, I feel like everybody thought the world was ending. And I think that's when I realized, okay, the world is definitely ending. But I don't know if it's happening like really fast or anything. But I didn't think like the world was gonna end because of the virus. I thought it was just the beginning, you know. It's kind of like what is it? It's not the plague, like the, you know, Judgment Day or whatever. I never read the Bible, but there's like different things that happen, right? Like it rains acid. There's a virus. Okay, I don't know if there's a virus, but it sounds like that would be something that would be in that. Because then, you know, there's the whole the orange sky, and then like the fires and all this like crazy stuff that seems like the world is ending. But then I've been also feeling like aliens too. If you guys haven't listened to the alien episode, it actually was really popular, so check out. It's called Aliens, Hyper Children. I don't know what else. There's something else after that. It's called Aliens, Hyper Children, something. But yeah, I've been feeling aliens. So then I was like, okay, well maybe the aliens are coming or something. And then I found out about the Nibiru thing, and I completely forgot about Nibiru. And I was talking in the alien episode, I was mentioning I mentioned like Sirius A and Sirius B, but I completely forgot about Nibiru. But I honestly forgot like about like all of that stuff. Like I used to like know way more when I first started on the path, because I was very much into aliens, and kind of like the ancient like world, or like what happened, like Atlantis, the Lumerians, Pleiadians, all that. So I knew it then, but I don't know too much now. I'm gonna look into it, but apparently like Nibiru's coming. So what Nibiru is supposed to do, this is what I've heard in the video, and I heard this in the story that I posted, the video that I posted on my story yesterday, and it was, he was saying like Nibiru is coming. Nibiru is like the resetter of Earth, so it comes to reset Earth, and it makes sense. Because the Hindus say we are in the Kali Yuga, right? This is the last phase of life, before it kind of resets. But we still have like thousands of years until the Kali Yuga is over. So either it's thousands or like hundreds of years, but it's a long time. Well, at least from this lifetime. But it's kind of like a blip in space. But I don't know. I mean, that like it makes it like, okay, we're in the Kali Yuga, the world's gonna end. I understand that, but then it's like Nibiru's here. Nibiru's coming to like reset humanity, and I'm like, well, what the heck is Nibiru? Like, I forgot what Nibiru was. Like, are aliens on Nibiru? Like, are they from there? And then like, what, they're gonna come reset the Earth, or like the planet? Okay, because then I think I heard this a few years ago, that Earth is gonna crash into Nibiru soon. I think in this lifetime or some shit. But if there's alien, I don't know if there's aliens on there, because then like there's physical aliens. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's physical aliens. So you think that there's physical aliens and then like multi-dimensional aliens, like, or like are all aliens multi-dimensional? I don't know. I don't really understand it. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last episode, but I was trying to say, I might have, because I kind of followed up on the alien, after the alien episode. I guess I think I did the Chakra episode, which was last week. No, I did the Maya Samsara. I think it was in that one that I touched up on the aliens, about how aliens are out of this dimension, so we can't really comprehend them. So I can't really understand aliens because my physical brain doesn't allow me to. But I mean, if there's physical aliens on Nibiru, then what, they're gonna come reset the Earth? And then, like, if that's the case, like, who the hell gave them the job to reset the Earth? Like, is the Earth theirs? Like, are they, like, in charge of the Earth? Like, okay, we're gonna let it, like, run wild for a few years, and then we're just gonna, like, reset it. Like, what, how does that even work? And then, like, okay, maybe it's just, like, a natural thing. Maybe there's no aliens on it, right? But then, why have I heard of it before? I feel like the only reason why I've heard of it is because it has to do with aliens. And yeah, so then what, the Earth just crashes into Nibiru, but then, like, wouldn't Nibiru, like, crash too? And then, like, wouldn't it destroy the Earth? Like, I think, because they said, like, Nibiru's coming back again, like, Nibiru, cleansed the Earth before, and now it's coming back again. So then, like, why didn't it ruin the Earth? Or, like, why isn't Nibiru ruined? Or, I don't know. But anyways, so then they're saying, like, oh, Nibiru's coming, like, this is the end of times, like, look at the red oxide. I don't know if the red, like, okay, so, like, the red oxide, like, all the smog in the air, that's coming from the Earth. It's not coming, like, from pollution or some shit, and it's gonna, like, fill our lungs, it's gonna fill, like, our whole bodies, our liver, and we're not gonna be able to breathe, and we're just gonna end up dying, and this is the Earth, like, cleansing itself from us or something. That sounds crazy. Like, that would be crazy if that's actually what's gonna happen. But anyways, I thought that was kind of interesting. If you want, do some research onto that, because I'm curious too, and let me know what you find. I'll let you know what I find, but you let me know what you find. So yeah, then there's that. I don't really know what else. If you guys are listening to this today, I'm going to be, I said I was going to stream yesterday, but I ended up just moving everything in my room yesterday. I'm going to be streaming later today, around, it's going to be at 4:30 California time, 4:30 p.m. California time, and then, so what is that, 5, 6, 7:30 Eastern time. And we're gonna do some meditation, we're gonna do some prayer, not together, but, like, you know, it's, no, you don't know. I'm like, you know, but you don't know. So basically what I do is, it's evening arati, and I've seen this, from temples, and I learned about this mainly because, since all the temples are closed, they're live streaming now, so when they do it, they live stream it, and I think it's every evening, or it's like every Thursday evening or every Wednesday evening, depending on the temple. And it's just prayer, and it's a camera on the temple, and then they do, like, their evening prayer. And, like, this is something that you go in and do in person when the temple's open, but since it's not open, they're live streaming it. So, and it's not like Catholic church where, like, one guy says, like, blah 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 blah, and then, like, everyone's like blah 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 blah. Well, at least the Hindu temples, it's kind of like they're all, like, they all say something together, and then they sing, and they probably say something else. Well, that's how the Hollywood temple, the one that I used to go to, and that's the one that I watched for the live stream, and I attended one of these for New Year's. I think it was like a New Year's arati. Oh my god, my skin hurts so bad, especially on this chair. And so yeah, that's basically what it is. It's a camera on the altar, and I'm just praying and chanting, and I didn't do sound last time so that, you know, everybody else could play their own music, and, you know, or, like, be in their own silence and chant to whatever, like, chants they want, because I'm chanting out loud, and I don't know if anybody wants to chant something else. So I might do sound, but I don't know, probably not. And yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that later today, and you can meditate to it. You just have it in the background while you clean your room. It's really relaxing, just to, like, kind of see an altar, like, if you don't have one, just to, like, see, like, somebody doing spiritual practice by an altar. It kind of, like, calms you. Well, it does to me. Because I would do it while I'm still working. Like, I would still be working and then they'll start live streaming. So I'll be on my computer working and then I'll have it live streaming on my phone. And it's just like calming to have it there because I feel like I'm in temple kind of. So I'll be doing that later today. I'm trying to start on some new projects. I'm going to be moving the rest of my stuff this weekend into the new room. And yeah, look out for that vision board episode. I'm still trying to convert these files. I was converting the files all night. I don't know why. I probably did the wrong conversion or something. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that vision board episode. And yeah, I'm gonna let you go, guys, because I'm feeling very uncomfortable. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you kind of got some kind of insight from this. Let me know your thoughts. I'm very curious to hear what you guys think or feel. And yeah, stay healthy, stay kind to people, stay kind to yourself. Be free, be happy, be well, and peace.